How the hell are ya? Good to see you. Of course, I can't see a thing, can I? On the radio. But nonetheless, feels good being here. And I got to tell you, I've got a great show planned for you. That's always my plan, and hopefully I'll kick it off right. So, Charlie London here. You're listening to the one, the only PMG Radio. RPMG. Brought to you today by PMGmusic.com. And we've got a recurring sponsor, actually. I'm happy to have them back because I'm personally, myself, a big old fat wino. That's right, I love drinking wine, particularly red wine. And today the show's coming from WinetimeTV.net. Good blokes, good folks, and of course promoting one of God's most wonderful things of all, made from grapes. That's right, you guessed it, wine. So, big shout out to WinetimeTV.net. If you're mucking about online, head on over to their webpage. Better yet, head over to their Facebook page. Apparently they're trying to break 5,000 likes. So you could help them out. Oh, just got me a notification here. Alright, here's what we've got coming for you tonight. Bit sampling actually. But I'm not going to give it all away. We've got great artists, as we do it every week. We've got to kick things off with Anesthetics. After that, not necessarily in this order, of course, BadgerStatic. Just discover them. I find them really, really entertaining. And we've got GIP Quake. Bit of hip-hop for you there. Isaac Brown. The one, the only Kamary Phillips, PMG artist actually. And leaving Richmond, you're going to hear a bit of Mia in this hour, and also Sleeping Babies. One of my personal faves, right now at least, maybe that's going to change when they muck things up. World 5 they call themselves actually. And a band that I really find quite interesting called Why Love. Right, so it's just a letter Y. And love, like we write it in your text messages and the like. L-U-V, something like that. Now, let's get things kicked off quite right in a true independent fashion. This is a band called Anesthetics. And I remember making a bit of a joke about the band, and it not being negative, just being more factual, because I don't know how many people can actually spell that word without a dictionary, you know what I mean? It must make it a bit difficult finding them in Yahoo and all that. Alright, so they're an indie band from Manchester. Of course, I'm quite partial to any band submitting to our station from England, being a limey myself. So if you want to, just visit PMGRadio.com and submit your track. And guess what, mate? I'm going to play it, particularly if it doesn't suck. Now, they would be grateful if you would consider playing their song Slow Trains, they said. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play a song called Pulse, because I think it's really, really fucking awesome. And I think you might like it too. It's really genuinely independent in its nature, and it's got good hooks. And yeah, it's fun, it's quirky. And I like it. I hope you like it. It sounds a bit like this here.
over if they don't catch you on the dance floor. It's murder at the seams. Laughing loudly as they drink and talk, flirt and dance and sing. In the morning, in the small, small hours, they put back their rings. You've got a pulse, and you fit the bill. You've got a heart, then they're going for the kill. Try to escape, but you'll never get far, and that's just the way that it. You've got a pulse, and you fit the bill. You've got a heart, then they're going for the kill. Try to escape, but you'll never get far, and that's just the way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. The way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. The way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. The way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. The way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. The way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. The way that it goes. I really hope it doesn't end like this. 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 End like this. End like this.
And that is the way it seems to have ended, mates. Yeah, that was great. I loved it. It was a band called Anesthetics and the song Pulse. I particularly like that line. Wait a minute, let me adjust my levels here. I particularly like that line. If you've got a pulse, well, that's all that really matters, doesn't it? Sort of sounds like me when I'm out cruising. No, I'm not that desperate, actually. You've got to have more than a pulse. You need to have breasts and a vagina. Okay, coming up next, I've got an artist who doesn't call himself VIP. Apparently he's not a very important person, but he calls himself GIP. And I don't exactly know what the G stands for. Maybe you do, because you're much cooler than I am. I just happen to be Sir Charlie London. You're not. He's from Philly, as in Philadelphia. And basically, they're saying in Philly he's the next big up-and-coming artist to take the city since Meek took the city, actually. And I don't know what Meek did with the city after he took it. People have been looking for Philadelphia since a year and a half, I guess. But I think you'll find it in the United States. And basically, GIP is doing what Meek can't do. And you can judge for yourself exactly what that might be. Have a listen.
Rick and Daddy's on the beat.
They don't even know what I done been through. No, no. They don't know, no. Nah. Kicked up out the crib before the rent's due.
Damn.
They don't know, no. So I gotta drink my pain away to survive another rainy day. They don't. Nah. They don't know, no.
Got kicked out that crib. I moved to the club. It felt like a fridge. They ain't show no love. It was me over my best friend. We hit rock bottom, no wrestling. We was dead broke with no checks. Salmon, that shit filed, throw the refs in. We slept in the booth, computers and speakers. It was so cold. We used blow dryers as heaters. So I turned to God. I turned to a preacher, cause the struggle won't stop. Call it 7th Street of hell. I'd have been to hell and back. Fuck you, tell the devil that. Cause I'm rockin' with the man upstairs. That's the only man I ever fed. time to get my shit together. Better now than never. We gon' get this cheddar. Tired of all this rain. Time to change the weather. Niggas gonna hate, but they don't know no better. They don't even know what I done been through. No, no. They don't know, no, 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 no. Kicked about the crib before the rent's due. Damn. They don't know, no, 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 no. So I gotta drink my pain away to survive another rainy day. They don't know, no, 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 no. I remember we was hungry, man. Thank God for them steaks, man, we ain't hungry, man. Cereal and hot pocket, shit, we made it work. Shit, we had to stretch them stamps out to the first. So many things is on my mind and I be going through a lot, but they don't know it. I'm struggling still on my grind and everybody think I'm fine cause I don't show it. Feel like I'm living in hell, free all my niggas in jail. Man, that shit fucked up that they gotta sit in a cell. Well, about to get back on that corner and sell. Pick up a digital scale. Get a revolver cause they don't get rid of the shells, no. Cause all of these niggas is fake. They get you wrapped up in some venom. All of these niggas is snakes, yeah. But they fragile, them niggas a break. Them niggas, they say yeah, you dogs, but they a lock on you and shake, damn. They don't even know what I done been through. No. They don't know, no, 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 no. Kicked about the crib before the rent's due. They don't know, no, 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 no. So I gotta drink my pain away to survive another rainy day. They don't know, no, no, no. Drunk my pain away to survive another rainy day. They don't know. They don't know.
This is PMG Radio, RPMG, brought to you by PMGmusic.com.
That's right. You are listening to PMG Radio. I'm Sir Charlie London. You're not. And I'm coming to you live today from a very, very, very special and entertaining place. Basically, I think of it as Wonderland for grown-ups. That's right. None other than Las Vegas, Nevada. I almost said California, didn't I? But Nevada, despite the drought, despite the burning heat, you know, coming from England and all, I'm a bit more used to rain and cloudy weather. But I can't lie to you, I'm really in heaven right now because of this amazing weather. So I'm looking forward to hanging out here. Got to do some gigging tomorrow night. And if I'm lucky, Saturday night as well. But that's a bit up in the air right now. Nonetheless, I went gambling this afternoon and I won actually $56 American. And that was really great. I blew it on an excellent bottle of vodka, which I'm drinking right now. And the day would be perfect if I actually had an excellent bottle of wine, but I don't actually. I'm gonna have to perhaps try room service. I don't know how friendly they are here. I'm usually spinning, doing the shows and doing this show actually from abroad, and the room service there is well, what can I tell you? It's just simply better, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to kick it off now with a band, another Philadelphia band actually, well, let's say Pennsylvania, because I don't know if the guys still live in Philly, but that's where they're from anyway. They call themselves BadgerStatic, and I'm not really sure what a badger is. I did a bit of yahooing, and it looks like a badger is some sort of furry little animal. Looks a wee bit like a beaver. Now, I don't know if it's some sort of word to reference the woman's sexual organ, like a beaver often is, but nonetheless, if you're down with beavers, I guess you're down with badgers. And this is a song called Never Been to Nashville, from a very cool band called BadgerStatic.
I've never played in New Orleans. Yeah, I've never been to Nashville. I've never played in New Orleans. Well, I could make the people dance across the floor, make the women shake it and beg for more. Just like back in the day, when they never heard nothing like it before. I'd love to hop a freight train and watch the world roll on by. Yeah, I'd love to hop a freight train and watch the world roll on by. I'd drink a little wine and play my guitar, just me under the moonlight in an old boxcar, just like back in the day, when they never heard nothing like it before. A second can change your life. A second can change your life. I read the funny papers by the light of the dial, and the music takes me away for just a little while, for just a little while. I've never been to Nashville. I've never played in New Orleans.
I've got to tell you, BadgerStatic reminds me a teeny weensy bit like Stevie Ray Vaughan. No, not talking about the vocal stylings, nothing like that, but that rich brown sounding guitar that he plays. Speaking of which, that was Keith Watson, and he's a musician. He lives in Western Philadelphia, in the suburbs actually, so I imagine there's not much going on. He's got plenty of time to hone his guitar skills. And his partner, Ken Lamb, is basically the lyricist and the drummer, and he lives in another part of Pennsylvania, Westchester, I believe it is. If I'm wrong, sue me, but you'll have to get in line, folks. Right, so if you enjoyed that, do yourself some Yahoo and check out BadgerStatic, and that song was called I've Never Been to Nashville. Now, I, on the other hand, I've been there quite a bit actually, and I must say it's one of the coolest songwriting towns you'll ever visit if you happen to be a songwriter. Okay, I'm going to move right on here, and I've got something quite special for you. And it's basically special because I can't tell you nothing about it, other than the artist's name is Isaac Brown. And the song, now it's interesting because the actual track says falsetto, but the wee bit here I'm supposed to read says falsetto with a capital O. So I don't know who made the spelling error. Maybe the song should be something interesting, but check it out. It goes like this.
Now, wrote for quite a few, but no one ever quite like you. You're so heavenly, like flowing water, all so pure. I just love it when you sing my song for such in harmony, baby, you and me. When we sex, we make a perfect song. I write you sing falsetto, such in harmony. This feeling so amazing. With our song real, we're fast to get a record deal. Having number one, all I'm making is chart breaking. Multi-platinum, girl, our love is real, there's no faking. Harmony, baby, you and me. When we sex, we make a perfect song. I write you sing falsetto, such in harmony, baby, you and me. When we sex, we make a perfect song. I write you sing falsetto. Yes, I
This is PMG Radio, RPMG.
PMG Radio. That's right. Thanks for tuning in, people. Very, very much appreciated. If you want to have your music played, have no fear. Sir Charlie London is here. Just visit us, pmgradio.com. There you will see a submit link. Do what you've got to do. Please don't send us SoundCloud or YouTube or Reverb Nation or the like unless there's a free download there. Alright, people, I am not particularly going to buy your music. Actually, I think it's pretty great that we promote you and we don't want nothing for it. But you could actually, as a friendly bit of courtesy, you could visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/RPMG Radio, and there you could, I don't know, could give us a like. I do think perhaps we deserve that. Alright, if you're just tuning in, this is PMG Radio. I'm Sir Charlie London. Thank God you're not. We're coming to you live today from the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. I happen to have the, I don't know if it's luck or pleasure or whatever it is, but I get to stay in this lovely, lovely hotel room. And if you want to check it out yourself, basically I'm in the Paradise Tower. And the Hard Rock Hotel splits itself into 3 different parts. To the best of my knowledge here. Casino Tower is one of them. The HRH All Suite. It's probably the most expensive lot of the bunch. But they've stuck me somewhere in the middle. And that's quite alright, because I'm a bit of a middle kind of guy. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the digs. It's free for me. I get to do some work here later. And right now I get to promote and introduce to you worlds of new sonic bliss. That's all I can say for you. And guess what? I did get me vodka. As you know, I've got to have that for my show. But I am missing a bit of the greenery, if you know what I mean. If you don't, well, then bugger off, right? And I've got to give another shout out to our sponsors for tonight. WineTimeTV.net. And they'd like to break 5,000 likes on their Facebook page. So facebook.com/WineTimeTV. So you might want to check that out and do them a favour, because it sort of pays the rent for us, doesn't it? Alright, let's move right on. PMGmusic.com, as you know, is pretty much behind the weekly shows here, and we've got a handful of artists, and we try to promote them wherever we can. But the most active artist of the bunch is Kamary Phillips, and every week I try to play something from him as well. And this week is no exception. I've got a song called Lost at Sea. Kamary says it was actually written for a film. Don't know which movie it is, something about seafaring and the likes. But nonetheless, it's quite an interesting song. Sounds like it belongs on the ocean. Have a listen. I like it. And instead you're going to hear
If you like our broadcast, please like our Facebook page, facebook.com/RPMG Radio.
Hoping to find some friends, not my brothers. I'll bless. So since I last saw you, for all I know you think I'm dead. On the eve after we made sweet love for the first time, a drunken fool got hit on the head and woke up at sea. Sailing under the same sky that you look up to with tears in your eyes, wondering just where I've gone, because now it's far too long, and it's coming to the time where you move on. I'm lost at sea. Tear in the ocean when you think of me. Your love and devotion will always haunt me.
He's lost at sea, and I'm lost in the hotel room, actually. Alright, I've got to apologise for the dead airspace. There's nothing worse than radio and just hearing nothing. Me bad, I got to admit, I was too busy mixing a drink, because that's what I do when I do the show. I like to drink, and today I'm drinking a bit of wine, and in between a bit of vodka, and unfortunately I've got no greenage, so I'm going to have to live with those two things, and I'm quite happy. I'm hoping you're happy too. We're live coming to you today from the Old Rock Hotel, Las Vegas. Doesn't get much better if you're looking for a playground for grown-up people. I'm in the Paradise Tower, and if you happen to be around, well, we could hook up later in the lobby, couldn't we? There's always something going on there as well. You just heard Kamary Phillips, Lost at Sea. And before that was a band from Los Angeles, actually, called Leaving Richmond. If you want to learn more about them, visit leavingrichmond.com. It's an ambient electronic music project. That usually tells me that one guy is making a lot of cool sounds, but perhaps I'm wrong. Visit the website, figure it out for yourself. Alright, we've got something very, very new. Of course, everything is very, very new here. But this one in particular is coming from a woman who's like 19 years old, something like that. And you know I like me young girls and all that, particularly when they're quite talented in the vocal department. And this girl calls herself Mia, M-I-A, as in missing in action, but I guess her name's probably really Mia. And she comes from a family of talent. Her mother was Denise Thorne. She was like a background singer for the group The Infallibles. Perhaps you were old enough to know about them. And she's also a dancer, and she likes to do a bit of makeup. So I guess she's a makeup artist, not only a musical artist. Basically, singing is her passion, and people think she's going to be a really big star. So let's start things off with a bit of a few words from Mia herself, and maybe she's got something here to say. I don't know, it just says here. Here are a few words from Mia. Let's have a listen and see what she's got to say.
Hey guys, it's me here. I'm here with another video. Actually, in this video, I will be doing an original song, and this original song is only a minute long. It's actually really short. It's really short. It's something I did for fun, and it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, based on Robin Thicke's new song, Blurred Lines. So let's listen to this.
That it's got to be the shortest song I've ever played in the entire radio DJing career. But I liked it. Very rough, very raw, extremely real. So my hat goes off to you, Mia, whoever the hell you really are. But you haven't left us any contact information, so if you want to discover Mia, M-I-A, that's not going to be so easy, but get yourself your computer or your iPhone and do a bit of yahooing and you'll find her, I guess. She's 19, if that helps. And speaking of iPhones, have you downloaded OS 8 by any chance? Apparently there's been a lot of problems with people that have done that. I'm not one of them actually. I've had no difficulties at all. Quite thankful for that. Probably has something to do with, well, being so Charlie London. But basically, if you've got a problem, you can reset your phone completely, and that should actually rectify things. And there's no guarantees, of course. If it doesn't, well then you're out of luck, aren't you? Then you've got to connect yourself to your iTunes, and there will be a new version, 8.0.2, and it will basically fix those problems, connectivity and the like. People couldn't make phone calls, and they couldn't connect to their Bluetooth devices. But that happens sometimes when you're releasing millions and millions of software to millions and billions of people, I guess. Well, I still am a fan of Apple, and I will still help them anytime I can. So don't get down on Apple, although the new release has not come up all that peachy for them, has it? Okay, we got a new artist again, and this one is called Why Love. Well, I'll tell you why I love, because love is a beautiful thing, isn't it? The world goes round with love. That's all I can say. And a bit about the band. It's an LA-based band. I mean, what is it with Los Angeles and great music? You're starting to get on my nerves. Actually, I expect the great music coming from the UK, but LA's got a lot going on. Now, Why Love, they've racked up some pretty impressive tour stats. They've been playing alongside bands like Capital Cities, Tokyo Police Club, you know, TBC, The Knocks, and Crystal Method, among others. And last year, that would be 2013, in case you think this is an old show, well, they were in my country, played at Glastonbury, and later they played at Bonnaroo and the Voodoo Festival. So this is no band to gawk at, I guess. Take them quite seriously. I want to thank Sam Nardella for making that submission, if indeed it really was you. And the song I'm going to play from them, let's see, they've got so many wonderful choices here. I'm going to go with a song called Drifting. Yeah, because I like to drift myself. I think you might like it as well. This is Why Love. The letter Y and love, L-U-V. Alright, and the song's called Drifting. Hope you enjoy it.
I'm drifting
This is PMG Radio. RPMG. Brought to you by PMGmusic.com.
That was wonderful. The band, Y Love. The letter Y, and like most of you younger generation like to type these days, love, L-U-V. The song's called Drifting. Well, if you're listening, Y Love, I'm an absolute fan. Huge fan. Count me in for any following singles you care to release and expose to our more than 60,000 subscribers, email subscribers from our website, pmgradio.com. Get your arse on over there and leave your email address, and we'll be letting you know every time we've got a new broadcast posted at the site. If you just happen to be tuning in, I'm Sir Charlie London, your gracious host, because I'm very, very appreciative of all the ears we've been getting on the show. Coming to you live today from Las Vegas. I'm usually spinning somewhere in the EU, but I've got a couple of jobs over here, and I love the Americas. I really, really do. Don't love your politics, but I do love your weather. And Las Vegas is a really great town, especially if you like to do a lot of fucking around and all that. There's plenty of things to do for everyone like that. And I'm at the Old Rock, so if you want to travel, or if you like to travel, you've got to come here and you've got to stay here, because it's a great place to crash and a great place to party. You could actually stay in a hotel, and I'm really not pulling your chain here. You could stay in a hotel and only hang out there the entire time you're here, and you could have a blast. Now, I of course don't stay in a hotel, but I just mean it, if you happen to be someone who doesn't want to go out on the strip and all that, well, you don't have to. There's plenty to do here in the Old Rock Hotel. Great, so I've done my job there, plugging this joint. Let's get on with some excellent new music. The next artist I'd like to present to you is called Sleeping Babies, actually. And be quite honest, there's nothing more adorable than a baby that's sleeping. You know what I mean? Alright, perhaps a grown-up woman that was a baby sleeping naked. That's quite adorable as well, isn't it? But in this case, the Sleeping Babies. Well, I'm going to play a song called Idolize. A wee bit about the band. They come from Australia. And, you know, I'm quite partial to anyone under the Queen's room. And, it's a new band from Sydney. And they refer to themselves, now I'm not making this up, this is what they are saying: mature with a youthful demeanour. Alright, and that's Sleeping Babies for you. Now they sound, in my opinion of course, it's a mixed bag of modern day 60s pop rock. Now, you know me, I'm a rock fan. It doesn't really matter what I'm producing. Of course I produce a lot of radio and trash, because that's how I make my living. But my heart's really in classic rock. It is. It just simply is. Right, so they're a mixed bag of 60s pop rock and riff-driven cinematic guitars and a melodic pop vocals. So I'm really quite pleased to play this spaghetti western surf rock southern pop, basically with an anthematic stadium sound. Of course I didn't make that bit up myself, but I like the way it sounds. Hard to say it, but hope you get the point. This is Sleeping Babies. Have a listen.
I
Idolize. That's the new one from Sleeping Babies from Australia. If you want to contact the band or learn more, go to sleepingbabies.com.au. Right, we are coming to the end of another glorious bit more than an hour of new music. And it's always a sad moment for me, because that means I've got to pack up the gear here. And I've got to say thank you once again to an Old Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. They actually know how to set up an independent radio broadcast. Not that... Alright, because most of the hotels don't really know. They don't have the appropriate gear, and we end up with lots of noise and whatnot. But I found it quite enjoyable myself as a listener, and I hope you did as well. If you're a new artist and you want to submit your music, because we're always looking for new artists, independent artists to promote and support, go to pmgradio.com. Simple as that, really. pmgradio.com. Hit submit and do what you have to do. We're going to end things with a band called World 5, and it's not because there's no reason why, particularly reason why they're closing the show out, other than the fact that I think they're just great. And I've opened shows with them before, and I'm going to close this show with them as well. I like the way that they tie in important messages with their rock/pop appealing sound. And what's nice about them is they're also really appreciative of getting airplay. This is what they wrote to us. A thank you from World 5 to all the DJs and listeners of PMG Radio. That would be us, people. Isn't that nice? And they send warm musical regards from Pat, Randy, Joel, Stefan, and of course, Raymond. And if you want to check them out, world5music.com. And of course, 5 is the number and not written out. It's the number 5. So, world5music.com. This track is called Maybe There's a Way. And really, I wanted to play it because I was just reading about Emma Watson and having a bunch of nude photos perhaps floating around the internet. Well, she's old enough now that I wouldn't mind seeing what she looks like naked. She's the one from, what was that little movie, had a wee bit of success. Right, Harry Potter. And apparently it was a hoax or something like that, so I got all excited for nothing. So this song, called Maybe There's a Way, well, maybe there's a way to really get naked photos of Emma Watson. So if you've got a link or a way to figure that out, well, check it out and send it to me, would you? You can send it to songs@pmgradio.com. And it was a great band, World 5, with an even greater song called Maybe There's a Way.
But it might take the rest of my
Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm still laughing, actually. That has to be the all-time worst segue in radio history. And I've got no one to blame but myself. But I can say this. Thank you very much, World 5, for those wonderful words and for that track, of course. Basically, I was in that moment. I actually got a quick tweet regarding naked photos of Emma Watson, and I was so distracted I forgot actually to segue the last song properly. So I can only laugh about that. And I'd like to thank you all for listening tonight. And if you want to get your songs played, I promise I'll pay a bit more attention. Visit pmgradio.com, hit submit, and let's give a big shout out to winetimetv.net, tonight's sponsors. They sponsored us before, and we really appreciate that, and hopefully you'll get more likes and traffic to your website, winetimetv.net, or facebook.com/winetimetv. Yeah, give them a like, they deserve it. Good people supporting independent music. And to all of you out there that are actually tuning in, sharing links and whatnot, a big shout out to you as well. Comedy and Live, closing the show here from the Old Rock Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. Take care of yourselves, lots of love all around. I'm so Charlie London. Bye bye.